Good morning, interwebs. It is 4:50 and I have just returned home from Manhattan where I went and had acupuncture. So, did that again. Nothing super noticeable. Actually, my limbs all feel like really heavy. So, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe it has nothing to do with the fact that I had acupuncture. I don't know. But I'm home. Kids are playing outside. I realize I should probably figure out what I'm gonna feed everybody tonight. I think I'm gonna defrost some pork chops and then sit down and probably work on my daughter's cardigan a little and do some other things. Those are spare ribs. That's not what I want. I have ribs of my own. I don't need any extras. I'm gonna need both hands for this. So I'm gonna go figure out my pork situation. I found some ham steaks, so I'm gonna go defrost those, and then I figure maybe I'll make some rice to have with them, and I will bake them in the oven with some of the basil, sweet banana pepper jelly on them, and then make some kind of vegetable to go with it. So that should be good and done just about the time that everyone starts to get hungry, because we eat a little on the later side most of the time, just because that works best in our schedule. So, I have actually yet to work on my daughter's sweater tonight. I've done numerous other things. I worked a little bit on the shawl pattern that I'm working on. This is the same shawl pattern as the light bluish green one I was showing you the other day. And by the other day, I think I mean yesterday. Anyways, I am now making it out of Lion Brand Heartland in some beautiful colors. So, more will be coming on that. And I worked on my son's bucket hat, which is almost done. I tried it on his little dome. It was adorable. And he came over to me and, he goes, "Do you want to borrow my head?" Because when I want to try things on my small humans, whether or not it's for them, if it is just something I want to see how it fits on a child, I will call whoever is the closest in size to what I need and ask to borrow whatever limb or appendage that I need. Like, can I borrow your head? Can I borrow your arm? That sort of thing. And then, of course, everybody else wants to donate their appendages because you can't try it on one person. So, try it on him. He likes it. And then he kind of goes, "What is it?" I said, "It's your new hat." He goes, "Oh, I love it. I love it so much." So, and then he told me again when he came downstairs when he was supposed to be sleeping and I was working on it that he loved it. He loved it so much. So, hopefully that will translate to wearing it so much. But of course, if he ends up hating it, we'll have to get him a different hat. But I've not put the chin strap on or woven or tied it off because I did the brim and the last of the edging after he went to sleep, and I want to try it on his head before I consider it done. But at this point, it has 2 full skeins, and then I don't know, the last 2 or 3 rounds of the brim are a 3rd skein. So there's a decent amount of cotton in there. I tried to make it kind of dense. Number 1, so it have some heft, and number 2, I don't want sun to get through it, so it's pretty densely stitched. The other thing that I made this evening was, number 1, I finished this project bag. Here, let me stand it up. So here is what it looks like. It is very large. It is large enough to fit an entire skein of Pound of Love in it, which is pretty cool. And it has, the boxed bottom, and then, let's see if I can unzip it. And on the inside, it has this really pretty lining. So I'm very excited about it, and it's nice and thick, and it has heavyweight interfacing in it, which is how I like my bags, because it will, as you can see, very clearly stand up on its own. And hello, it has dragons on it. That's just awesome. And then I also finished another one in the same size and style, but with a different print, which has these leaves on the front, and so this one has this brown print. So yay, I got those done. And again, heavyweight interfacing and one of my new zippers. The zipper on this one is not completely perfect, as in it's just this one little ripple in it, but I am still learning, and it is a very functional, very beautiful project bag, which will make somebody who buys it hopefully very happy, which will in turn make me very happy. So I was telling Steve, now that I got over the crippling fear of finishing the first one, which has been sitting 2/3 done on my ironing board upstairs, and like multiple times I've gone in and put one pin in it and then found excuses or just couldn't do it. So then I would leave the room and then I would not finish it that day, or I turned on the iron a couple of times to do it, and I just needed to get through finishing it, and I did that. And then this next one I finished lickety-split this evening, and my daughter was crocheting on the floor with me, and the boys were in and out of the room, and so it was a good productive family night, and I still got some stuff made. So I'm hopeful that I will get more of them done now that I got over the hump, because sometimes it's the finishing of things that is my main issue, and sometimes it's the start. One end of them is always scary, and it's just which end I can overcome. So I did that, and now I was going to work on my daughter's cardigan, but now that I'm looking at this bag, I need to cut some interfacing. So I think my next course of action is to clean up this mess, which is my desk, because right here is my OmniGrid mat, and I need to cut some interfacing. So I think I'm going to clean off my desk, cut some interfacing. We'll see what time it is. If there's still a good time, then I will work on her cardigan a little, because it would be nice to get a few rows in, at least get through that next increase. I don't know, but I've appreciated all of the comments and thoughts I have gotten from people in regards to whether or not I should start a second channel. I need to figure out the logistics of it. I think there will be something forthcoming in some form that is otherwise crochet specific from me. Just have to work out the how. The why is that I will have content that needs a place to go. The how and the when is still a little up in the air, but more fun things to come. And like I said, I appreciate the nice comments, and if just watching vlogs is what you're down with, that's cool. Like, you don't have to watch everything I make. I'm not offended. I just wanted feedback on what people wanted to do. And also, I think it's really cute that I have families that are watching, because me and my kids enjoy watching YouTube together. I think, actually, that watching vlogs with your kids is an awesome idea. Like, in general, I think watching things together, I know there's some people that don't think their kids should, like, watch shows, and, like, I don't know, their feelings of entertainment are kind of, like, negative. And I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that watching things with your kids is a really, really good avenue to conversation. And I actually think vlogs are really interesting because they are real. Like, in a real way, or at least they should be. And I find it super interesting the things my kids notice in the vlogs that we watch, because they will be the first to point out when people are not being real. Either they'll point out, like, things about, like, why do people, you wouldn't really react that way? And it's like, no, I think they're just trying to pretend that something's positive that isn't. In some cases, my kids really don't like when people pull out drone footage for no reason, and I don't either. I think it's dumb. I know it's trendy. I know people, like, apparently like that. It's dumb. And then, they also will point out when people don't follow through. Like, this person keeps saying they're going to save money. Why are they doing this again? Or this person says they're going to eat at home. Why are they eating out today? They ate out yesterday. They never eat at home. That sort of thing. And I just think it's really interesting, because you know how kids are, like, brutally honest? And so that's kind of cool. And it gives you a good way to talk about other people's lives, because you can usually if you interact with other people, you're in a public setting where you can't, like, immediately discuss what's happening or your kids' reactions to it. And when you watch a vlog, you can have that, there's a pause button. You can immediately have that interaction that they want to have about what's going on. And in a way where it's not offensive to the person whose life you're seeing. Like, sometimes kids might have questions that can come across as rude when they're not really rude, they're just curious. So, anyways, like I said, glad to know that there are people actually watching this. And with that, I shall go and clean up and be more productive, and then I shall go to sleep. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.